Hi, everybody. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, thank you. I really do appreciate you joining me. This happens to be Mystery Wednesday. So it's interesting because I have changed the way that I do my mystery challenges. I now give 3 clues, and then from there we make different types of cards. So if you are joining me either through YouTube or Facebook and you're watching it on a replay, just beware that this was part of a live presentation. So there might be comments back and forth on there. So like I say, it's Mystery Wednesday, and the mystery clues today were outdoorsy, masculine, and twine. So I hope that you kind of got something in your mind, what you're going to use. I'm using something that it's new. You're getting a sneak peek, and we are using He's the Man. And it's really kind of, if you've got any kind of a man in your life, this is really a great set. This could be for brothers, it could be for dads, it could be for neighbors, it could be for your kids, it could not for children, but it definitely could be for adult sons and that sort of stuff in your life. So I think it would be also a very good one for if you're going to a barbecue or anything like that. But let me just jump on down and then we can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is called, this is a bundle. He's all that. And the suite itself is called He's the Man. So in the suite, you get this fantastic stamp set. I really like the sentiments in here are really, really amazing. Like Happy Birthday to a Classic. I can see that way might be a really good one for my brother. I like the barbecue one. You know, we didn't have too many, or we used to have more of those at one point. But in any event, this is really kind of neat. I'm going to show you the designer series paper, and I think that's something else that's with it as well. That's really kind of cool. I really like this one. And then these are the dies that go with it. And they're interesting dies. These are ones that cut out and do a bit of embossing and everything else like that. And then we have some different labels. And any dies that have labels in them, I'm sold on. I just can't do anything. I love them. And then the embellishments that go along with this suite are the rustic metallic adhesive backs, and we're going to use those today as well. So we're going to use that. And then I want to show you this designer series paper. Let me just move this out of the way. And I just think it's so fun. I think I love soft succulent and early espresso together, but this is like a camping one, kind of fun with the trees and campfires and the bowler trailers and that sort of stuff. And then you have on the back, you have a really nice checkered piece. This one shows along with motorcycles and cars. That's really cool in itself. Just wondering. But that one's pretty cool. And then on the back of that is this really neat, it's a crumb cake. And it's nice when you get a designer series paper that has just like a natural sort of type thing. And then this is the one that's for barbecues. It's amazing. It's got the flippers and it's got the pork and it's got beef and the barbecues. That one's really kind of cool. And then you've got this really nice, and this is in Cajun Craze. And then of course you have another one that's got ties on it and mustaches and arrows and this one, and shoes. Like I say, just really nice background things, which would be really kind of cool. And then of course the back is just a plain brown, and it looks like Cajun Craze. And then we've got another one with it's like an argyle, and then we have this on the back. Then the last sheet that is there are a bunch of punch outs. And these are really interesting. And it's going to be interesting if you're involved with my paper share. You're going to get half of these, and I'm going to make sure that I do it up really good so that you get half of something that you could use on there. Unfortunately, because it's divided by 4, there's only certain parts that you can get on there, but they're not stickies, they're not stickers, they're not anything like that. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've just taken, this was an old wooden box, and I've just put all the pieces in there so that I can go and get those, because trust me, they come out very, very easy, and you could lose some pieces there. But look at this car. What a nice classic. I love this Volkswagen van. And the Barbie, it's just such a really, really cool punch out things. Now, also, like I say, in the stamp set, you get some of these other ones that look pretty cool in itself. So yeah, we're going to play with that today. So like I say, I'm going to get my masculine, my outdoorsy. So I'm going to kind of go along with the camping theme. And then I'm going to use some twine in there as well. Now, the funny thing is last night I had, for my online class, we had done like a 1-sheet wonder made out of a 6x6 piece of paper. So I had cut this out originally and I was going to do that. So seriously, this card is from those scraps that I had done from last night, because I didn't use that when I started doing my cards. I started using another stamp set and another bunch of designer series paper. All right, so I went ahead and like I say, I had some stuff cut out. And so I just went, and seriously, this is going to be like me using scraps off of my my craft table. So I went ahead and I just want to show what I had done actually here. So I have this. I thought I'd go along with the colors that are in there. So I used soft succulent. That's going to be my card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to go in with my bone folder. I think this is a fantastic set. And then also I went and I took a piece of soft succulent. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And I was quite shocked at the number of the embossing folders that have retired. So this timber one hadn't retired. So what I had done was I went in and I took my soft suede and I rubbed it on the side that the Stampin' Up is. And then I put my card in and then I ran it through that way. So that gives me a little bit of distressing on there. I could add more with my blending brush, but see, that kind of just separates that part of the card from the base of the card, right? Okay. And then of course I have a piece that's 3 3/4 by 5 inches for the inside. So what I wanted to do was I want to stamp this one. I didn't want to use any of my poke out things. I wanted to actually use this. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to go about doing that. So I'm going to come in with my soft succulent. There's a couple ways that you could do this. You could directly color right on to your stamp with the markers, but I didn't get a good enough showing on my van. To me, it wasn't dark enough. So I'm coming in with my soft succulent. And this is another way that you can use your markers. And then I'm just going to come in with my blender pen, and I'm going to take the ink off of the words and around here. And see, to get that off, we're just going to rub that like that. But I just want that taken off of there because I don't want it to transfer to my marker, which it probably won't because it's darker color. But I think I'm even going to leave the tires. Well, I can go in with something else. All right, so then I'm coming in with my markers. I'm going to go ahead and color the tires the evening evergreen. I don't know how many of you knew that you could do this where you stamp and then color. Then I also wanted this part to be the evening evergreen. I'm just going to go color that. So, and then I'm going to come in with my early espresso and I'm going to color. And I'm using the thicker end and I'm coloring off to the side. This marker to the rubber technique works so well when you've got words that you want to change how they are going to stamp. All right. Great. So now what I want to do is I'm going to huff on this. And we're just going to stamp it here. I'm hoping that that's going to be okay. If it's not, I can go ahead and color it again with the markers. And see, what I've got is the van shows up a lot better. And I can show you the one I had cut before and see how it didn't quite show up enough. But this shows up better. And that's when I went and I stamped it and then put the darker colors on there. All right, so then I'm coming in. Who doesn't like a different kind of a circle? And I'm going to just come in with my cut and emboss machine. And we're going to cut that circle out. Now I can use the mini one because it's small enough. There we go. Just use my Post-it note tape. There we go. Now I think I got that straight. I think I'm going to put that on there and then I'm just going to double check. Yeah, that's good. And now I can put this plate on here. And let's cut that through. And then you're going to see from those scraps that were on my table last night how we're going to put this card together. It was an interesting 6x6 one sheet wonder. You could get 7 cards from it. I think you could get more cards if you wanted, or less cards. I went with less is best, was my philosophy with that. See these pieces here, these are neat. Like I say, those are pretty cool where they emboss and cut out. Yeah. All right. So now what I can do is, there's this. And I went and I cut with my layering circles. I cut out an early espresso circle. So we're going to go and put that on. You know, I've got dark on there, so I think I'll put it on with black dimensionals. And we'll use our take your pick tool. So we got that there. And this one could be, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, this could be together for the long haul. That could be like an anniversary, I guess you could give to your husband. It could be, I don't know what else it could be for. Give me some ideas. Anyways, so I have some pieces here. This piece happened to be, and it's 2 by 3 inches. And I went and I took a piece of early espresso and I cut it 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. So we'll just go ahead and put that on there. Now I'm going to put these, I'm going to get these layered onto the mats. And then we can put the card together. All right, so I also had some more of these mats here. Let's see, what have we got here? Or am I losing them? No. All right, so I thought what might be kind of neat is to turn it over and put it on there. So this is 1 inch by 2 inches, and I matted it by 1 1/4 by 2 inches. So I'm just going to turn that over. And that's something that could have been done from this one sheet wonder if you don't like all the same designer series paper. I'll say this is totally different how I'm putting this one together than what I would have even imagined I would have done with it. But they kind of fell out, and I went, yep, that's the way they're going to go. But isn't this adorable paper? Last night in my online class, what I had done was I had turned around and I had cut these out, but I used another piece of paper. So this is why we're going to use this. So I have matted all of these. This is 2 by 3. This one happens to be 1 by 2. And then I've matted them with their colors. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there like that. Okay, so I'm going to put that on with dimensionals. But I think the part that I'm going to use, oh my goodness, I'm going to use the twine. So let me just go ahead and I'm just going to wrap some twine around here. Now this one happens to be from the Baker's Twine Essential Pack. And I think I can get this on top. And I'm just going to come and cut this. Yeah. And the worst part about it, it was a call from a solicitation company. You weren't sure if you like this set. This is a cute set. It really is. If you have any men. And I think this would be fun to do. Yeah, it's fun, this one. I really like this. All right, so we're just going to put it like that. I'm going to come and I'm going to put this on. I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. Like I say, this is how I do my sketches. I design a card, and sometimes it's just stuff that I pick up off of my table, and I start going, yep, that'll look okay like that. That'll look okay like that. And that's honestly how I do my sketches. I don't get inspired by somebody else's sketches. These are my sketches, right? So, all right. So, I'm just going to put this on here like this. Oops, we're going to bring that up just a bit. And then I'm going to come down here. Wow, Judy, you were lucky you weren't here earlier because we lost sound. So, and how many times does that happen? Oh, well, to me, it seems to be a regular mystery. You never know what's going to happen on my mystery challenges, right? So I'm going to just put a dimensional on this side, and it's white I'm going to use because it's, let me just go here. Like so. And then, like I say, I had a little piece that was here, and that could even go on there. We'll see how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and put this onto this side here. See how we've changed that up a bit. Don't know how long we lost the sound for. I'll probably end up maybe redoing this. This goes, it's just going to go on here like so. Now I have on the inside, what could I put on the inside? I like this one. Together we're to the man who does everything. So let's go ahead. Or hello handsome could be there. Wishing. I'll do that for the man that has everything. It's a cute set. It really is. I can't wait to play with the barbecue one. The barbecue, I think it's kind of cool. I think with those push outs, that would be kind of cool as well. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the front of the card. So I'm going to come in with my soft succulent. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is use that blender pen again. And I'm just going to take this one off, this off. And then I'm going to come in with my espresso. We're going to put the espresso on here as well. Now, then I could come in with my evening evergreen. And evening evergreen is darker than the soft succulent, so this should work okay. Yeah, this definitely could be like for a husband. So I'm huffing on it, and I'm just going to put that right there. Hi, Cynthia from Boise. Oh, this set, like I say, if you were thinking, if you've got lots of guys in your, see how that is, how cool that is, doing it all different colors. So it's nice when you can see a technique done with that mystery as well. So that's going to go on the inside. Looks cool, eh? And there we go. Now this part is going to come here. So we're going to put, you know what? I want this popped up a little bit more. Like normally I would just put dimensionals on that side. So this is what we're going to do. I'm coming in with my black dimensionals, and I'm going to double dimensionalize. Good word, eh? So let me just put this here. And then I'm going to take this off. And then we're going to put another one on there. Yeah, you know, you're right. There's a lot of guys that don't like sports. There's a lot of guys like this is neat. The barbecuing, like I say, the barbecuing, you could even do that. I've got an idea what I want to do for a barbecue. And I'll see how that's going to work out. And I'll share that actually on our catalog launch. Okay, so this is double dimensionalized and one dimension there, and that should keep, see, that gives me the same level. So that works together. That works really good there. Now, if I want, I could put this here. I could put this up here. I don't know. Maybe I think I might just even leave that off of there. All right, and then I had those gems here, and now they're not here. But surprise, surprise, right? So let's see. Oh, here they are. All right, so these are new to this suite as well. They're all the same color, and they're all a brushed color, which is kind of neat. I like being able to get all the same colors. So let's see. See, I do better with this end. I'm trying to do it the other way. And let's come in. Maybe we can do another one down here. No, that's not big enough. Let's come in with a bigger one. They're quite small, those other ones there. Oh, that can go right there. All right. So there's my card. Oh my goodness. But this is all brand new. This comes out as of May the 3rd. Like I say, just to let you know how I got this darker, it was better to stamp with the soft succulent on there. And then the inside, we've got it totally like done that way. So like I say, this is the mystery challenge. Make sure that you enter your name or you do a card using outdoorsy. So, I mean, it could have hunting, like you could use grassy grove would work. Um, you could use, of course, you could use twine on there, and masculine. You could make grassy grove that way. You could also, there's a lot of different ones that you could use for masculine. There's the sports ones. There's also this really cool stamp set that I've got to get out and use. This is Wildlife Wonder, beautiful stamp set. Um, but this is kind of a fun card. And like I say, this was from the pieces that were left on. The only piece that I didn't have from last night was this piece here. So all the rest were pieces that I had thought that I was going to play with last night. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. I am sorry about the sound. That's awful. For anybody that lives in Canada, just to let you know, I still have openings for paper shares and product shares. That's going to close off as of May the 1st, May the 2nd, because I can order for the 3rd. Also, my In Color Club, that has to sign up for that is May the 1st. Do all 5 months, and I'll end up giving you a set of markers and half of designer series paper away for that. If you guys like Hues of Happiness, that's a suite that we're using for our stamp camp that is in July. And that's an international stamp camp. So no matter where you are, you can actually get in on the stamp camp. So that's kind of a fun thing to do. And yeah, anyways. So make sure you post your mystery card. Remember that I do give away I have a stamp set that I give away for all month long for my mystery challenges and also for my sketch challenges. Don't forget, go back and see what sketch number 100 is. You still have till the end of today to get a card in there. For every card that you put in there, I'll pull you for a draw. And I am giving away a $30 stamp set. If you live outside of Canada, I'm giving away a $30 value tutorial. So I hope that you'll enter in on my group. And yeah. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for bearing with me and no sound, silly phone calls, right? Anyways, have a good day. Bye for now.